Aloha, Ohana. Welcome back to Come Together Yoga with me, Victoria, at Come Together Wellness. If you like my video, I hope that you subscribe and give me a huge thumbs up. And if you would like to follow me, you can do so on Instagram and Facebook at Come Together Wellness. And you can also look up cometogetherwellness.com and join me in a virtual class. I would love if you join me. Right now, I am teaching Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and more is to come as I grow and the business grows. Thank you for joining me today, and we're going to go ahead and get started on a 15-minute yoga practice. Today, we're just going to focus on binding, excuse me, binding using a strap, and then eventually working your way out of using a strap. And that can take months, days, weeks, maybe even years. And that's okay. So the reason that we bind is to create more space in the body. Binding helps open up the shoulders and the chest, releasing tension out of the body. And it also helps to build strength, drawing inwards through your core and lifting upwards through the body. And you'll discover what that means as we practice. So this whole 15-minute segment is on learning how to bind. First, we're going to start off in a yogi squat, malasana. Also, you can grab a block. You'll want to have a block and a strap for this practice, or a belt. So this is a squat. You might need a block to sit on, and you can bring the block to any level, the first, second, or third heights. We're just going to use the elbows here to open the knees and lengthen up now through the crown of your head. You want to push your knees into your elbows or arms and push your arms and elbows back out into your knees, hugging into your core, engaging your inner thighs. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears, lengthen through your neck. Draw your chin in towards your throat so the back of your neck gets longer. Shoulders down away from the ears is key to opening up the shoulders. We're trying to get rid of the stress just by lowering the shoulders down. Now we're going to work towards our first bind. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Okay, I have a little frog in my throat today. Excuse me. Coming from this position, you're going to take your strap, and it doesn't have to look all pretty and perfect here. We're just going to play around and see what feels good for you. We're going to reach the right arm up and hang the strap. Use your left arm inside the left knee to cultivate a deeper twist here. Then you're going to take the strap around towards your left hip and keep your left arm inside your left knee. I should probably turn around so you can see, since I'm doing the left side here. But now I'm on the right side for you. Let's take the strap up. Actually, so this is what it looks like. And you're going to take your strap over here towards your outer left hip and see if you can grab onto your strap with this hand, with your left hand. Pulling on the strap wherever you are. Maybe it's really far apart. That's okay. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and begin to twist, creating more space across your chest. Eventually, you're going to work your left hand in towards your right hand. You can eventually take this right hand off the strap and see if you can find your inner thigh and just slide your hand in that crease here in between your torso and your leg, and pull on your left leg to open up your right shoulder. So the pulling on the leg is opening up your right shoulder. Eventually, we bind the hands together like so. You can even take your right hand to your left wrist one day. Things to just pay attention to as you practice is always studying yourself. Svadhyaya is an important practice of yoga. As I open up my shoulders and one shoulder is tight, I want to know why it's tight. What am I doing in my life? And usually it's I'm sleeping on one shoulder more than the other. We're going to go to the other side now. So the right arm goes out, left hand goes up, and we'll take the strap over here towards the outer right hip. So this is what it'll look like at first. Maybe just working your left hand into the right inner thigh. Eventually, this right arm stays in front of your right shin, and you find the strap, and we just pull. We're going to pull on the strap to create more space. Eventually, the hands will meet, pulling on the hands. Lift your chest up towards your chin and twist. Slowly release, and we'll let go. Now we're going to work in a standing pose, warrior two with a strap. And it's the same exact thing going on. And it's in a different way. I'm going to move the blanket out of the way. And I think I'm going to take my socks off actually so I don't slide on the mat. From the front view, working into warrior two. An example here, we take up lots of space on the mat, anchor yourself down and in and push your right knee back towards your pinky toe. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way out. From here, we're going to work into extended side angle with a bind. So I like to take the strap into the right hand, reach it forward, and take the hand all the way down. This left arm is going to go back around just like we did in that squat. You'll see my fingers come up here on the right thigh. If you can't get there, that's okay. You can just grab onto your shirt or your pants as you reach your hand around. Then eventually this right shoulder snuggles up underneath your right knee, and you're going to take the strap up into your left hand to the right hand, pull on the strap, opening up the shoulders, leaning back. And eventually the hands will connect and you don't need your strap. We'll release and just make sure you practice that on the other side. Another way to practice a bind is to strap the strap around your legs. I'm going to do the left leg this time. I'm just going to take this strap and loop it around, belt it around my left inner thigh. Coming back into warrior two here. Reach the arms out. I'm going to have this strap just kind of belted around my waist. Reach the arms. And I'm going to reverse warrior. So this is where right arm wraps around your lower back and you can grab onto your strap back here to help pull on the strap as you open. Eventually, grabbing onto the strap, you can pull the strap up and back. Eventually, the right hand comes around and grabs onto the left quadricep, the left inner thigh, pulling the thigh up and back as you reach your left arm all the way up and back towards your right foot. Breathing in, finding more space, length, and then exhale, deepening. Slowly release. Turn your toes and come back to center. All right. So from here now we'll work towards a bind, coming up into a standing posture for fun. You can incorporate these poses into your daily practice after doing some sun salutations to get nice and warm. Here we're going to work into triangle pose. So arms go out, reach the hands and take the right hand down. Left arm goes up. Just lean back here. Let's come back into extended side angle now. With the strap or without the strap. Get the shoulder snuggled down inside the right knee. And today I'm just going to use the strap since that's what our focus is. Even though I can bind my hands together, I'm just going to use the strap here. Pulling on the strap, and I'm going to turn around just so you can see what this looks like from behind. And you want to get the strap up and over your right glute, your right hip, and eventually, right, we bind the hands. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep myself in this position facing backwards so you can see and watch. We're going to begin to hop the left foot in next to the right foot, and now you're in a forward fold with a bind. And you can continue to work deeper into the bind, snuggling the right shoulder inside the right knee as much as you can. You're going to bend into the left knee, hug into your core, and slowly lift yourself up. Continue to pull on the strap, find a focal point, opening up through the shoulders, and maybe come into bird of paradise. Slowly we bend the right knee, come back down, and you can release your strap. Standing all the way back up. Don't forget to do that on both sides. And then as you have probably seen in my other video, you can also use your strap just to open up to the shoulders at any time. A belt or a strap, whether you're sitting down at your desk, somewhere in your house, outside, before or after a workout, just to open up the shoulders. If you can't reach your hands together, you grab a strap or a belt. So even squeezing the shoulder blades together, bow forward, you can use a strap. Again, shoulders up, away from the ears. So moving the shoulders down the back or up away from the ears. Using a strap or not, but eventually you use the strap to graduate into a full bind. So over time, by opening up the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades and pulling on the strap, we work towards the hands coming together, squeezing the heels of the hands together, and opening up the shoulders. And just even this little act of subtle motion of turning your elbow creases out adds more space to the shoulders. Don't forget to draw your low belly in. You don't want to arch. You want to pull the belly in as you open the shoulders always. Thanks so much for joining me in this binding practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me below in the comments. And if you have anything that you request, also please let me know what that is so I can teach you. Until then, I will see you tomorrow for the 15-minute day practice. Thanks so much for joining me. Mahalo is what we say in Hawaiian. It means thank you. And until we meet again, aloha, mahalo, and namaste.